everybody and welcome. My name is Eric and today I'm going to be unboxing my brand new Saturn ZK380. Let's get to it. Now, a little bit about the ZK380. It's part of the Saturn CS and Zebra, KS and Kilo lineup. There's only two models really. Back in 2019, as you guys will see on the screen, I got a chance to try out their ZK430. I literally fell in love with that model. So much so that it just got stuck in my head. And anybody that asks me, what is your favorite Saturn boat? ZK430. But now they actually brought the ZK380, which is basically the younger brother of the one you guys just saw on the screen. So let me go ahead and get this started. It's down here. I'm gonna bring you guys in close so you guys can see the, when I open it up. All right, let's go ahead and start opening this up carefully. That's why I don't cut it. I finally get to own one. Back in 2019. I just recently purchased the BB290 back then. I was hard pressed to buy this one, like the 430, but I was like, I don't have any space for it. I'm not prepared for it. But now that I actually got rid of the BB290, because I owned it for like 2 years, that boat was fantastic, by the way. And for those of you guys that follow my channel, you guys have seen me. And some of you even met me in person on the islands that I go camping in, and you guys saw my boat. I mean, I took that thing everywhere. So I expect even more things out of this one. All right, so let's take a look. So this is a standard for these models. We have the inflatable air deck floor. I'm gonna put this to the side. We have here the boat itself. Let me see. Let me grab it. Oh. All right, we got all the stuff at the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and move this out. Let's see. Over here. All right, so we got here the hand pump. I personally own an electric pump that I'm gonna be using for this demonstration, just so you guys, just to let you know. Now, if you're like me, that you use your inflatable boat, you inflate and then deflate the storage, getting an electric pump is priceless. I kid you not. I'll put some links below for the ones that I currently use personally. There's some other ones that use the 12-volt outlet for your car. So this is the storage bag. You know, I never used these before. Personally, I never used them. I mean, it's nice to come with it. They can be handy, but I personally never used it. I usually store mine, that you guys saw on a hand cart. I just put it in there. All right, we got the repair kit. Yep, this is the one. It's got a couple of patches. It's got some glue. All right, so this is the side. We got here the instruction manual. We have the oars, aluminum oars, and 2 aluminum seats. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start unfolding this and putting it together. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and start taking over the part first with the boat. What do we got here? Let me go ahead and stretch it out a bit. Here we go. Oh man, this thing is so pretty. See, the thing about this is still a boat. I mean, you can kind of paddle with it because I've tried it. However, you better off using the oars. It is basically a dinghy that allows you to get to more narrow places than a standard dinghy would. Because standard dinghies tend to be very wide. This one tends to be more narrow a little bit, and you get to get into some ravines and stuff like that. And that's what it's for, and I like it. It's like a perfect balance of both worlds, Kaboat and dinghy. Nice. Oh gosh, I love it. I love it. I'm telling you, I love these models. The CK models are my favorite. They're tough. They're also not too heavy. It's great. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and inflate this to like about 30% so I can put in the floor and start inflating it. Okay, so right now I got it inflated about 30%. As you guys can see, the outside texture is still kind of wrinkly. That's basically what you want. And this is the point when you want to begin to lay down the inflatable floor properly. Like so. Got the wood. It's got the wooden platform. Yes, it does. Basically for more stability. Now, some of you may get concerned because I've talked to some of you guys at YouTube and Facebook that these kind of protrude at the bottom and you think it's going to rip it apart. No, it's made like that. it's going to protrude slightly at the bottom. So do not be concerned about that, because you guys will notice that soon. Once I inflate it fully and lay it against the wall of my house, you guys are gonna see that it protrudes a bit, but no need for concern on that. It's not going to break it or anything like that. Okay, so right now I laid down the floor. Actually, I need to adjust it a little bit. Other than this, just want to make sure that the corners are well seated right at the edge and the floor, and you should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and start inflating it. Now for the inflation, for the sake of not boring you guys too much, I'm going to fast forward this, okay? All right, now that the boat is fully inflated, and I'm gonna go ahead and place the aluminum seats and the aluminum oars. Again, I'm going to fast forward this, so not to bore you. All right, so here is the boat fully assembled. Let me put you guys on wide angle because I'll be able to capture more. There we go. Here it is. Man, it's so pretty. I like it a lot. You see these bladders on the rear? My BB290 goes up to like here. It's not very big. This one is even larger. This actually helps you get into plane and keep it more stabilized, believe it or not. Having that bladder extend backwards like that, oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, and this model is actually heat welded. Unlike the standard procedure that Saturn uses for quadruple overlap glued, these are heat welded. Heat welded seams. Last even longer, which is amazing. Ah, I love this thing. I love it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm gonna lay it up against the against the wall of my house so you guys can see how big it really is. It's 13-footer. Let's get to that. Now, before I forget, I want to show you guys what it looks like with my power plant or outboard of choice. This is a Tohatsu 9.8 horsepower. Should be plenty of power. This thing is rated for 15 horsepower outboards. And here's what it looks like. Yep. That's a nice power plant, man. 9.8. More than enough to push 2 people in here. About 15, 16 miles per hour with some gear. If you have more people, let's say 3 or 4 people in there, the speeds are gonna go down with power like this. But with a 15 horsepower, however, 4 people in this, easily 14, 50 miles per hour cruising. No joke. I love this boat. All right, I just want to add this part before I forget. Okay, everybody, here it is, laid against the wall of my house. This thing is huge. 13-footer, man, almost reaches the roof of my house. It's ridiculous. And look at this. It's got those nice paddings for protection. Believe it or not, this is very, very, very useful. It really is. Although I plan to install some transom wheels, so whenever I go island camping, you know, I don't have to drag it against the sand. I can just put the wheels up and stuff like that. Oh, it's so nice, man. Can't wait to take it on the water. So here is my plan, what I plan to do for this boat. I plan to do a standard water review where I take it to the lake and I showcase it on the water. Like you guys saw the ZK430 earlier. I'll show you a couple clips, the red one. I'm gonna do something similar to that. I'm also planning to do like a standalone camping video when I go to all the islands here in Florida. I'm gonna take this one island camping. That's gonna be the title, like going island camping with my ZK380, something like that. Because I think it's gonna show you not only, you know, the standard features when you're in the water when I do the lake review, but actually in action when I take it to the places that I go to. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video informative, that you get to enjoy this beautiful boat, which I can't wait to take it to the water. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.